everybody? Welcome to another episode of this mini-series to kind of give you guys insight of what happens within the world of dealing with Sprint and possibly with other providers because they may share the same style, same philosophy. But, in this video, guys, I want to go over what's called phantom churn and why this is an issue. And this is just, again, to bridge the gap between consumer and the mobile tech industry so you guys have an understanding of why things happen. So that way you're not pulling your hair out in aggravation, you kind of have an idea of what to expect. So in this video, we're talking about phantom churn and what phantom churn is, okay? So I'm going to tell you guys what phantom churn is and we'll go into why it plays an effect. Phantom churn is when a line is canceled, but it's not canceled because the consumer is going to another provider or that they just don't like Sprint services. It's done because they want to get a promotion that they don't qualify for, that it's only qualified for new lines. And so what they do is they cancel their old line and add a new line to their account just to get that phone at that promotional price. So they're not really leaving the company, but yet a line is being canceled. Now, why is this such a big deal? And here's how it goes. The company measures itself based upon the amount of cancellations and port outs that it deals with a month, right? So they can see how much outflow is happening and be able to determine why. That's the ultimate goal here, is that they say, if they have these certain plans and they have these certain phones priced at this amount, but customers are leaving to Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, they need to know why. And the cancels basically will tell them why. It'll give them an idea that maybe they need to do something a little bit different, right? So they go in, they see the notes, why the person canceled, and that helps them position themselves and get a better footing as to what they're going to do. Now, phantom churn becomes a problem, even though for the consumers will say, well, it's not a problem for them because, a brand new Galaxy S9 on a activated new line, they pay only $10 a month versus if they did the normal upgrade on their original line, they would pay $20. It's a win for the customer, no doubt about it, right? Because you're paying $10 less just by adding a new line. And if you're not committed to your phone number, you can always just get a new number. But it plays a big deal because it throws off the metrics in why customers are leaving. And then two, when it comes to account services and retention, an agent's performance is based on the amount of cancels and port outs that happen when a customer interacts with that agent. They are judged on survivability, deact, and port out percentage, right? So that affects the agent. And yes, I'll be openly honest, an agent that doesn't do very good after some time of coaching and they still continue to perform, weekly, they are let go from the company. And it sounds cruel, but at the same time, too, it kind of makes sense. You're not going to employ somebody that's not able to perform the tasks and duties of their job. When you work in account services, your duty is to save as many customers as you can. Because sometimes customers want to cancel and quit because they were promised a $100 credit. They didn't get it, so they'll go elsewhere. If you can give them that $100 credit, obviously they're not going to leave, right? So you save the customer. Now, when a customer wants to get a device at a discounted rate of what it would be for a new line activation, and then they call in to cancel that other line, that cancel, even though the customer is not leaving Sprint, that cancel impacts the agent. So the agent took a cancel and it impacted their percentage on deactivation port out ratio and their survivability, which is, how many lines are saved in the process of what they do. So because of that and how it impacts the metrics, it is an issue and it's something that is not allowed. Now, store reps tend to do this. They'll tend to be like, just add a line to your account and then call this number and they'll take this line off your account and then you'll still be at 3 lines instead of adding a 4th line. And it sounds great and it works great for the customers. Don't get me wrong. I understand where customers are coming from. Everyone's trying to save $1, but you're also impacting someone's livelihood. And that's why it becomes an issue. So when you call in to cancel, the reason why that the retention department agent you're speaking to is giving what you consider to be a hard time about canceling that line and asking you if you added this line to get this promotion is because if they take that cancel, obviously it impacts them, their their performance. And that's not a good thing because that could put somebody out of a job. So, yes, this one mostly deals with the agent rather than the customer. But customers need to understand that, their actions do, in fact, impact someone else's life. And this is one of those scenarios. So this is not so much to say that customers should stop doing it because, you guys are going to do what you guys want to do. But when you guys call in to get that other line canceled, now you will have a better understanding as to why they ask, instead of canceling this line, would you like to keep it as a backup line? We can put it on this cheaper plan. I can give you 3 months of credit for that plan to keep that line active. It's because it's an unnecessary cancel that doesn't really need to be. It only is there because of a promotion that, one decided to go and add a line and cancel another line after adding that new line to get that phone at that discounted price. So when they ask you those questions, do you know someone that wants to take over the account? Or not the account, but that line, because we do have a change of ownership where you can take lines and put it on a different account. Or if someone wants to take over that line's upgrade eligible. Do you want to save it? They'll offer you everything under the sun, and it's not to annoy you or irritate you. It's because technically, phantom churn is an unnecessary cancel. So hopefully that explains that. If you guys enjoyed the information, if it was informative for you, drop a like to let me know. If you just subscribed, I appreciate that. Hit that bell icon to know when I upload a video. And I will talk to you on the next one.